Hi guys! Today we are making the healthiest chocolate-covered strawberries that you will ever eat. The ingredients you'll need for this recipe are fresh, ripe strawberries, cocoa or cacao powder, coconut oil, stevia extract, sea salt, and walnuts. I am such a huge chocolate strawberry fan. For my birthday and Valentine's Day, my husband knows, skip the cake, go for the chocolate-covered strawberries. Unfortunately, a lot of places make theirs with hydrogenated oils and tons of sugar, so I started making my own. I have a double boiler heating up here, to which I am going to add 1 cup of coconut oil. The reason I like to heat this over a double boiler is it gets warm and melted without getting too hot. That's gonna take a couple minutes to become liquidy. While that's warming, you can go grab a cookie sheet and put a silpat or wax paper or parchment paper or whatever you want to line your cookie sheet with. Get that ready. You're also going to want to grab your blender or your food processor. Either will work great for this recipe. Just keep an eye on your coconut oil, stir it around, kind of help it melt. You just don't want it to get too hot. Once your coconut oil has melted through, you can take your bowl and put it right into your food processor or blender. To that, we are going to add 3/4 cup of cacao or cocoa powder and 1 full teaspoon of stevia extract. Pop your lid on and just run that on low until everything's incorporated. Once your chocolate's really well mixed, you dump that back into the bowl that you melted your coconut oil in, and then that's your chocolate. Then I have a big bowl of organic strawberries here. You just want to make sure that they're washed and dried, and we're just going to dip each one into our chocolate and set it on our sheet. We're gonna go through and dip all of these once and then let them sit in the freezer for about 5 minutes just to get that shell hardened, and then we're gonna go through and dip them one more time. Someone stole a few of my strawberries. It was a strawberry. My strawberries are all different sizes. Doesn't matter what size yours are. Obviously the bigger ones are prettier, and that's kind of what people expect of chocolate covered strawberries, but they all work. Sometimes the little strawberries get left out and then they cry because their parents are in a jam. Once you've dipped all your strawberries once, go ahead and stick them in the freezer for 5 minutes. So after you've let your strawberries refrigerate, we can go in for our second dip, but on the second one is where you're gonna add your toppings. So I chose walnuts for this. So what I'm gonna do is take my walnuts, put them into a plastic bag, seal that up, and give them a good couple knocks with something hard. Carefully. Then you can take and put them back in your bowl. So you have little walnut pieces. So then when we take and dip our strawberry again, you can just roll it in those and a couple will land on top. Or you can sprinkle them on, whatever you wanna do. And then if you wanna get really fancy, you can add a little dash of sea salt. So you can add whatever toppings you like. I just like sea salt and walnuts. Sea salt, you can just leave them alone, whatever you wanna do. So go through and dip the rest of your strawberries. Once you've dipped all your strawberries a second time, they go back in the fridge to set up for a few minutes, and then they're ready to serve, or you can just store them in the fridge for a quick snack. After 5 more minutes in the fridge, these guys are ready to eat. These are something that your significant other might go nuts over. Although a balanced diet does require you to have chocolate in both hands. Well, that's all for today, guys. I have to put these away before I eat them all. If you like this recipe, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you make these, shoot me a picture on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. I would love to see what you put on top of your chocolate covered strawberries. So that's all for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. If you have leftover chocolate, don't waste it. You can either put it in an ice cube tray and freeze it and have pop out chocolates, or you can put it down on a cookie sheet and freeze it and then break it apart, and you have really cool little coconut oil chocolate chips to throw on top of your yogurt. It's like Valentine's Day every day.